I was beaten, tortured. I was left in the desert for 72 hours and arbitrarily detained. I mean, that took 4 years.
Wow.
Shoulder broken, my head kicked like a football. I have back injuries. These are all injuries done within the prison system.
Although there are positive tax reasons that you might want to relocate to somewhere like, the Middle East, but it can come at a serious risk where your human rights can be violated, where you can be subject to torture. Just as my recent client Albert Douglas described on GB News, he seriously warns entrepreneurs and business people heading to the UAE. It can come at a serious risk that you might be banged up over a balanced cheque.
I was given a sentence for a cheque which I neither presented nor signed. They took me for handwriting tests and it wasn't my signature, but I still got what's equivalent to an 18-month sentence. But they kept me there just shy of 5 years.
You might be jailed because a business partner made a false allegation against you, or over debt, or over something that's not even relevant to you. It could be a family member, a friend, an associate, and you end up going to prison for their alleged crime. As Albert Douglas was and just recently described the severity of in GB News, the United Nations has ruled that he was arbitrarily detained. Perhaps don't look at Dubai too closely. Many people, many very successful people who have relocated there have ended up being completely robbed of all of their business assets, of all of their life savings, and then if they did manage to leave before being put in prison, they've been put on Interpol. The more successful you are, the more at risk you are. So don't just look at the tax advantages of the UAE, Saudi, Qatar, whatever it is.
I was basically a financial hostage. They were trying to take money from my family. We have an affluent family, and they were trying to extort money from us. We did pay at the beginning, but it was endless. I thank all the people that supported me during my time, especially detained in Dubai, Rada Sterling, and all the efforts to get the UN, the United Nations, to come to the conclusion that I was unjustly imprisoned.
Dubai spends billions on PR, so what you typically find is what they want you to hear.
Now, Wolfgang, how did he eventually get out? I mean, I understand you would have been helping to try and get him released.
What we did was with working with Rada Sterling from Detained in Dubai, we went on a campaign, and unfortunately this particular British government that we had, the Conservative Party and now the Labour, both favoured trade over human rights, and it limited any real recourse of justice. It was a travesty of justice what happened. Financial entrapment is a real thing in the United Arab Emirates, and the mechanisms that they used unjustly to hold my father has now been proven in the United Nations as arbitrary detention because it had no legal basis. That is the specific wording from the United Nations ruling.